Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Booster Club Culture Series. My name is Mike, and this is the Soundstage EDU podcast where we talk all things fine arts. And currently, we're running a series on booster culture. If you're a parent supporting your kids' fine arts, you are a booster. Whether you are an official club or not, whether you have an IRS designation or not, you are a booster. So welcome to the Booster family. This is episode 2. We're going to talk about the invitation. In episode 1, we asked a hard question. Why don't people help? And we named and talked about the burnout, frustration, and the loneliness so many boosters are feeling. And if you've missed that one, I encourage you to go back and listen to episode 1 of Boosting the Boosters series that started earlier this week. Today, we're going deeper. As I said, the invitation matters because the truth is, if you don't look at the invitation the correct way, how you invite parents into your booster group makes the difference between an awkward silence or an instant belonging, or even worse. When they see you coming, they become busy and they walk away, or they turn around and they find something else to distract them with so they don't have to hear your pitch. Now, I want to be upfront about something. I'm not talking about high-pressure sales tactics. And because we're all parents and we're all looking for an advantage in the world, this isn't about convincing someone to buy something they don't want. But if you've ever sat through a corporate sales training or, closer to home, you've watched someone recruit or try to recruit someone into a multi-level marketing or network marketing company, you know one thing. The way you invite people in matters. That's the difference between success and outright failure. And if you have friends or if you know people that can do it for shampoo or vitamins, well, guys, we can do it for the arts without the slime. Because this matters. This is our kids we're talking about. This is a shared interest. They have kids in, you have kids in. We can do this together. So let's dive into that and see where it takes us. So there is a certain etiquette and technique that needs to be employed here when you're trying to invite someone into your family to help you with the chores at hand. The first thing you need to do is, and I mentioned at the beginning that when you have a history of begging people for work, or you're the guy who always asks people to come help with the boosters, there comes a point every season where everyone pegs you as that guy. They see you coming and they leave. They see you coming and they become disinterested or disengaged because they know it's coming. They know at any moment you're going to ask them to sign up for a volunteer shift or come do something that they just honestly don't want to do or believe they don't have the time to do it. And the reason is they don't understand really what you're asking because you're asking them the wrong way. So you need to disarm them from the start. And first step in that is not becoming that person. Don't become the person that always comes up and the first thing they say is, hey, we need help. If that's your spot, if that's what you do, if you're comfortable asking everyone, then I ask you to just change the language a little bit. Don't lead with, we need help. Lead with, we'd love to have you. Make it personal. Use their name, always. If you don't know their name, get to know it first with a normal conversation before you're inviting them in to help. And always tie it to their strengths or interests. If you're actively recruiting people to help, you should be watching them. You should already know their strengths and interests. It should be evident. Most of us wear those on our sleeves. And do your best to eliminate the easy objections up front. You already know probably why they don't want to go. Maybe you've had a conversation with them before, and now we're rekeying it. We're going to go back and we'll do it better. And they already gave you that objection to begin with. So if they're afraid of time commitment, eliminate that right out of the gate. Tell them exactly how little time it takes. And there are ways around this. I mean, you don't have to get them to sign up for the entire season, every shift right now. Go shift by shift, task by task, micro volunteering. That will break down those barriers for you quicker than you could imagine. And then be casual about it. Don't go up to them carrying a clipboard or a sign-up sheet. Use warmth over paperwork. Nobody joins because of a clipboard. They join because of a human connection. So make those connections. Get to know your, this is going to sound salesy, get to know your mark. Get to know your people. You're asking them to come be part of your booster family. So why not treat them like you're interested in them being a part of that family? You wouldn't try to, let's think back before we had spouses and children, and we're in this situation where we've got kids in school. Or, I'm not here to judge. Maybe you're not you don't have a spouse, or maybe you're not in that kind of relationship, or maybe something happened. Either way, you're not going to go up to a new person and just steamroll them. You're going to make a connection with them. You're going to get to know them. You're going to romance them, if you will. It's the same thing here. They want to feel valued. They want to feel actually wanted. Maybe they want to be pursued. You might have to do that a little bit, and that's okay, because we're building a family, and those connections matter. We want the right people on the team. So what do those scenarios look like? Let's say you need someone to come work in the concession stand. It's a great source of fundraising for your group. I get that. And it's hard to get people in there because it's typically under the stadium or not facing the field. And these parents don't get to hang out with their kids or see them perform. Kind of brings me to a story about being a technician, an AVL tech in the house of worship space. And a lot of times they will recruit somebody and then you never get out of there. You never get to attend with your family. You never get to sit in with the rest of the congregation, and you're just stuck there, and it brews bitterness. And then you lose that person and you can't find another person because everyone knows that's what's happening. Same thing here. You have the same 4 people in the concession stand game after game after game for 5-6 hours. That sucks. That's not fun. Build shifts. Rotate people out. Be intentional about respecting everyone's time. So you don't want to go up to them and say, hey, we really need help to sign up for concessions. We need people to sign up. Can you do it? That's weak. That's a weak invitation that throws up all the objections. It just closes the door immediately. But instead, use their name and give them a real reason to be there. Hey, Chris, you're always hanging out at the games anyways. Want to come to the stand with me, into the concession stand with me on Friday? It's just one shift, maybe an hour or two. And honestly, we'll probably laugh the whole time. So you're inviting him into an experience. Hey, come hang out with me. Let's go have fun. Let's get to know one another better while helping our kids program. That's a stronger invite. Or maybe you have a new parent. You just learned their name and you don't want to say, hey, sign-up sheets are on the table. Hey, go sign that clipboard, or hey, go click that QR code and sign up for a shift. No. Give them a good invite. Hey, Maria, welcome to the band family. See, we're starting with family right away. We're cementing that in from the get-go. Hey, listen, I know the first week can feel overwhelming. We've got a super easy gig opening up, passing out water bottles at rehearsal. It's only like 30 minutes, and I'll do it with you. We can hang out together. You want to try it out? It's much stronger, much more inviting, much more realistic, a lot less chore-oriented. Hey, I'm going to go do this. Why don't you come do this with me? Let's go do this together. And then maybe you have someone that you know helps all the time. You don't want to just go up to them and say, hey, can you help again? Recognize the work they've already put in. Hey, Susan, I know you've already been amazing. You've done so much for us. Would you be willing to show a new parent how to handle uniforms this week? You don't have to carry it alone. We want them to learn from the best. Recognition, validation, letting them know that you appreciate them. Of course they're going to help. Do you see the difference there? No pressure, no guilt, just warmth, invitation, disarming the objections before they're even spoken. That's a better way to go about this. And that's how you grow culture one parent at a time, one scenario at a time, one task at a time. Don't just throw a sign-up sheet or create a document on Sign Up Genius and say, hey, everybody, come sign up for a shift. You know what? Those people will sign up for it in the moment, and then they'll forget. Always be filling that pipeline with ready volunteers that can jump in at a moment's notice because they want to be there. Now, let's get real for a second, because here's the other side of this. Here's probably one of your largest obstacles that you may not even realize is happening within your group. And those are cliques. Cliques kill booster culture. And I know they have a tendency to spring up, or they just develop organically. I get that, but it doesn't need to be a closed door clique. But I've seen it too many times. A tight group of booster parents who do everything together. They laugh together, they run the show, and then they wonder why no one else wants to join. Let's call it what it is. Cliques at the adult level is adult bullying. It's drawing invisible lines between us and them. And if you're part of a clique, I'm going to say it plainly. You are hurting your program. Now, there's a good chance you may not even realize that you've done this, but I encourage you to take a step back, look at the culture that you have, especially if no one's wanting to join you, and ask yourself that hard question. Have we created cliques? I've seen that post many times over and over the past couple of days. And some people say it very plainly. There's too many cliques. It's too cliquish. It's not a myth. It's a fact. I know we don't want to admit that it's happening, but it is. And it needs to be eliminated. It is hurting the program. You can't afford that. We can't afford that. Because we are on the same team. We are the same family. And if we want our kids to thrive, the parents have to model what it looks like to welcome people in. They do it every year. They welcome new people in. Don't you want them to welcome the new kids in, the new musicians in with open arms? That's essential to the success of a program because they must all bond together. They must meld. They must become one. And the same here. The parent group, the boosters, need to come together to be one, to be an open social club, if you got to call it anything, but receptive and inclusive of everybody, all walks of life, all socioeconomics, all of it. Be open to it. Because in that diversity comes the beauty of what a booster group can be for these kids, because that's what it is. I'm going to harp on that. This is for the kids. This isn't for your social credibility. This isn't for you to build up what's the word here? I just got lost. I'm sorry. I'll calm down. But this isn't building a stable full of BFFs. Okay? This is a collective of adults who have come together to accomplish a singular task. And that is edifying and building up our children in the fine arts. So if that means you got to break down your little booster bubble to make room at the table, then do it. Because the alternative is burnout for you guys, bitterness, and eventually collapse. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen more than once. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's time to stop acting like a closed club and start acting like a family. You want new people to come in and help you? Then be warm about it. Give them a reason to look your way. Give them a reason to actually want to do it. Okay? So let me wrap this up with a little encouragement. Because you can do this. You can shift your booster culture by changing the way you invite people in and tearing down the walls that divide, even the ones you don't see yet. They are there. There's a good chance they're there. I mean, I've seen it in every booster program I've been a part of. It's there to a degree. Don't let it fester. Don't let it callous. Start small. One personal invitation this week. Each of you. You can all invite to the family. Especially the officers, the board members. One personal invitation this week. You can never have too many volunteers. One smile that says, you belong here. One conversation that turns a stranger into a teammate. And over time, you'll see that culture shift. Now it's my turn to thank you. Even if I harped on you a little bit. To all of you guys that are out there carrying this weight, thank you. Thank you for being there for our kids. Thank you for being instrumental to developing this experience, to fostering this experience, for being part of this experience that will shape our kids' lives. I'm a much better person because of it. Am I a perfect person? No. Am I a great person? No. I am great at some things. And I'm great for some people. And you all have that power. You all have that ability. You are seen. You are valued. And you are certainly not alone. Again, my name is Mike. I'm the host of the Soundstage EDU podcast. And if this episode hit home for you, opened your eyes a little bit, here's what I would love. Follow us on Spotify so you don't miss the next part of this series. Go back in our catalog and find things that can help you. There are things that will help you. This isn't just a boosters podcast. This is a fine arts podcast for our kids, for the directors, and for the parents. And share this with another parent who needs to hear it, another booster, another person looking for a way to help. And also, drop a comment or a message with your stories. What's working, what's not. I want to hear from you. You can leave that right here on Spotify, and it'll send me a notification. And I'll know exactly what you're talking about because it will tie it to this episode. And we can continue on this conversation. So all of this, all that we're doing right now, this is how we start building booster culture that actually works together. And again, like I say at the end of every episode, parents, students, directors, teachers, staff, let's all come together, lock arms together, and let's raise the bar together.